What's going on, guys? Proof here from Sentinel Gaming. Um, I'm go ahead and I'm doing a profile
For Stackz Gaming.
for Stackz Gaming. Their tournament. They had a tournament on the 7th, and it was really amazing. 19-man tournament. And yeah, so I want to give a big shout out to Stackz Gaming for allowing me to participate in their tournament. It was great, it was fun, and it was safe. And ever since this whole COVID thing, it was great to play Yugi again. But that's enough about that. We're here for a deck profile. So, um, for this tournament, I ended up playing Drytrons. So this is my deck list. It's like about a 42 card deck, but we'll see what we ran. So obviously, I ran the three Drytron Alphas. Basically, gets you the ritual card. Um, Very awesome. I also ran. Um, whoops. I also ran the three um, Zetas. This is very important because it gets you the ritual spell. And it's also a level 1 light machine. For the other Drytron, I'm always a fan of two Gammas. The reason why I love Gamma so much, it's like I personally love graveyard effects, and so Gamma lets me grab any Drytron from the graveyard, and it allows me to go to Link plays or rank 1 plays, which eventually goes into Zeus, and I'll show you my that in a moment. And for the last of the Drytron is the Drytron Deltas. This one is okay. Um, I would people usually play this at 2. I like it at 1. So that's my ratio of the Drytrons. Um, so with this Drytron, I run the fairy version. Um, so that means I run 3 Herald of Orange Light. I'm afraid of effects. This gets stopped really hard by like things like drone lock, and the mirror matches with gammas or heralds and stuff like that. And I run 3 because it stops effects. You gotta definitely have the Ben 10. Ben 10, I believe shouldn't even be at 3. I think it should be at 1. It's awesome, but this gets me the other the ritual monster, which I primarily go for the big old goody, Mister. Where's he at? Hold on, technical difficulties. Oh, there you go. Mister Ultimateness, Herald of Ultimateness. This pretty much stops like a lot of things. So, um, spells, traps, effects, you name it, it stops it. And it's not a once per turn effect, which is really amazing. Also for the Ben 10 search, you I still play the Vanity Ruler. I play the Vanity Ruler because I don't like to let my opponents special summon. And my favorite lock is the Vanity Ruler and Herald of Ultimateness lock, alongside with different fairies. So the other fairies that I end up playing is definitely the Manju. The reason why I play Manju is because it's just a searcher to get either the spell or the ritual monster. Um, Speaking of other fairies that go along, I like to play Eva, because with the ultimate list, definitely discard, banish 2 extra ones, so either a Ben 10 or Heralds, and I get different names level 2s. But sometimes I got very unlucky and ended up drawing into my level 2s. And so another one that I like to play is Cyber Fatigue Angel. This actually lets me get Ben 10 or Cyber Angel Natasha. And speaking of Natasha, uh, I play one Cyber Angel Natasha. It's good. I didn't really use its effect much, but it's not a hard once per turn. You know, definitely take control of your target, your opponent's monsters and stuff like that. And even gains life points. So if I'm in a life point gain, I go ahead and could win, just based off of life points. For the other fairies, I decided to main two Lancias. Um, I don't like my stuff being banished unless I'm doing it myself. Um, and this is searchable um, with Ben 10. So that's great too. Um, and then the non-fairy stuff, um, I decided to main three drill and lock birds. Why I did this is because there's a lot of searching in the game right now, and it's just based off whatever I played in the tournament and what I figured might be there. And definitely one Dawn Knight, because when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, I go ahead and send a light, which lets me send like any extra Drytrons that I need, or any other targets that I want in there, even Eva if needed. Um, so for the spells, definitely mandatory. Three Drytron Novas. Drytron Nova is such an amazing card. I get to special summon. It does restrict me from special summoning cards that don't say uh, set. Let's see, or normal summon. So I can't special summon like any other creatures unless it has that text attached. Um, but what some people get confused is that it's like they say I can't tribute the Orvandi's ruler, which is not the case. It's you can't special summon. Um, so also definitely three cyber emergencies. Grab my targets, Drytron targets that I need. Definitely three Drytron Fafnir. Fafnir is really great. It lets me search for a spell or trap. So I usually go for the ritual spell, but it also has a second ability, which pretty much once per turn, if I have a Drytron on top, based on its attack, I can lower a monster's level by one, which could prevent like synchro summonings, or exceed summonings, and yeah, so that's a very underrated play, but it's really good. Um, then definitely to search out my rituals, preparation of rites. I played three of them. Um, it's just really good. It adds a level 7 or lower, and I definitely am a big fan of using the ritual spell. Um, so I grab it from the graveyard and add. It's a great combo. I personally like to play two Metonist Drytron. I think one is not enough, because if for some reason they end up banishing it, either with the DD Crow or Cosmic Cyclone or anything like that, you're kind of out of luck, and you have to go and play with whatever you can, which this deck could really lose steam after a while, if you lose these spells. And for the one-ups, I play Instant Fusion for a Millennial line, and one Foolish Burial. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my extra deck. So the extra deck that I decided to play is Millennialized Restrict. I did not read his card uh, effectively, um, but it pretty much chains to any kind of effect. So you could stop like cantraps or card effects on the field, um, and attach it to him. Gets a boost, and I also use it to either go into a rank one or I link off for one. Um, for the ranks, this is where I like to do my little specialty is I still run one of these Ki get the Fucho. I'm gonna call him the bird.
The kinky bird.
The kinky. I was about to say that. No. Um, uh, I run Fucho. The reason why I run Fucho is if I get stopped by drone lock or anything like that, I have a play to go into. Um, I detach and I can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, so there's that. Um, I definitely like to play the one Lyrilisk Nightingale. Attacks directly, um, and it's just good. Also has the effects can't be destroyed by battle, and I take no damage. Um, this is where I really like to use the rank ones. Is I play two Downward Magicians. Um, Downward Magicians, I love it. I attack second phase overlay, and I definitely love to overlay for Big Daddy Zeus. I run two Zeus. The reason why I run two Zeus is it's more of an aggressive play, and some people don't see it coming. They think that once they get rid of one, they're done. But I play multiple Zeuses just for that same reason, and it's also a machine target, so I could use the ritual spell to use my Zeus after it uses its effects to special summon for a ritual. Um, so for the links, I play one link Karibo, one relinquish anima for the link ones. For link twos, I play IP Mascarena, very good card. Um, I play a Union Carrier for the Dusk Knight play. Um, I play one geonator transverser. Um, I love this card because I get to take control of whatever it points to and switch monsters. Um, this tells my opponent like, hey, I gotta watch out what I put where. So placement is key. I almost took somebody's monster with it, and then they read it and they're like, oh snaps, and so now they had to play around it. Then I played the Nightmare Phoenix, one Nightmare Unicorn, and Execode Talker. You know, just the basic stuff you would see in an extra deck. Um, and my last but not least, side deck. So the side deck I decided to run with three Nibiru's. There's a lot of summonings that go around. So I decided to run three Nibiru's. I also decided to run three Gammas and one Driver. I get to stop effects, so it's another pretty much orange, a Herald of Orange. Just in case I'm afraid of effects, because game two definitely people will start citing like cycle readers and like DD crows and anything like that to get rid of my cards from my graveyard. Um, Speaking of DD crow, I run two DD crows. I run DD crows over cycle reader because even though cycle reader gets two light monsters, DD crow gets any card. It gets one, but it gets anything I want. So spell, trap, monster, field spell, anything. Um, I was really worried about the Eldritch matchup, and I was right. I did play two. I played, so I ended up siding two Dinkosekas. I don't really set anything, so it doesn't really matter to me. Um, Second, I think is a very underused card, um, especially with back row. But I decided to play it. And then my two ghost spells for for graveyard hate removal and stuff like that, and one Regeki and one Harpy's Feather Duster. So yeah, guys, this has been my Drytron deck. It's once again, it's like um, it was really cool, enjoyable. Unfortunately, it was brick hands, brick city all day, every day, but I still had fun, and it was a great deck. So thank you guys for watching, and most importantly, thanks Stackz Gaming for doing this awesome tournament. All right, don't foof out.